Girl, guys, girls, guys, whoever's on here, y'all, it is getting wild over on Facebook. Amanda Conner posted a video earlier today that got a lot of people upset, including Janelle Evans. A lot of people thinking that the video was a little tone deaf, that it could be triggering for people, while Amanda says it was just a TikTok trend. There was no ill intentions behind it. A lot of people felt like the video was out of pocket. Even Janelle Evans. Janelle Evans made a video commenting, which led Amanda to clap back at Janelle. And Amanda was like, girl, you cannot come at me for nothing. Also, a lot of people in Janelle's very own comment section saying, you live in a glass house. You cannot throw stones at Amanda for anything. Right? Well, then Janelle responded again saying, I've been on the internet like forever, like since it was invented, pretty much. Like since it was invented. I had to look up when was the internet invented because I'm pretty sure it was before like our time, right? Yeah, the first version of the internet like network was 1969. So, anyways, Janelle then tried to turn it around like, I've been doing this a lot longer. So, like, I'm just trying to give you advice because I've been where you are. But Janelle made a sly comment like, well, you can say I'm this, but I could also say you're a meth head. Then Amanda, she already had her daughter in the videos, Presley, but then she did another video where she was singing a song. I ain't first class, but I ain't white trash. And she's got a little girl in the video, and she's got her son in the background. They're just dancing, singing the song. And Amanda flips the camera off, and so does her little boy in the background, flips the camera right off. So we're going to go over everything that's been going on today. I'm going to show you guys the video. First off, I can't play any video with music due to copyright purposes, but I will, I put the lyrics of the songs on there so you guys can understand what they're saying. First, we're going to start with Amanda's original video, just so you guys can get an idea of what this video was even about. Okay, so Amanda's first video unfortunately has the music, so I'm gonna have to try to hurry up and cut it out.
5 beer songs gone.
Oh, okay, so this is gonna be the first video that Amanda posted. That while she has some people saying it's a joke, people are being Karens, people are taking this too far, la di da di da. Some people are saying no, this is like you could trigger people with this. We live in a world right now where GUN violence is off the charts. We don't need to play like this, especially when it, comes to our children. So let me turn the music off. It says name 5 Bill songs, gun pointing to your head. Pal, I'm dead. And she, pushes her little 7-month-old daughter back on the bed. Now, obviously, the daughter doesn't look like she's hurt. We don't know what babies are thinking, but maybe in her little baby brain, she was thinking, what? Why'd you just push me down, Mom? I don't know. I mean, I don't have any memories from that age. So my mom could have, who knows, maybe in her little brain, she was a little confused about it. But Amanda says there was no ill intentions. Like it's just a TikTok trend. This is Ryan's new wife. Yes. Okay. So after that was posted, Janelle responded. Let me show you guys what Janelle had to say.
Oh, I'm outside scrolling TikTok, trying to enjoy my morning coffee. Yeah, I'm back to coffee. But I found something very disturbing, and just watch this video.
Name 5 beer
Oh
songs
no,
gone pointing to your
goodness
head.
gracious! She put the audio in there. Sorry.
So yeah, that's Amanda. Amanda dates Ryan from Teen Mom, the same season I was in. Macy Boquette's ex-boyfriend, husband, boyfriend, I guess. Anyways, yeah, why would you post that, Amanda? You're always talking about tagging me saying, go to Janelle's page for drama. Girl, you're causing your own.
I will say that's true. I have seen Amanda say that. I have seen, people commenting on Amanda's stuff, and Amanda say, if you're looking for drama, go to Janelle's page. But she's not wrong in that either. I mean, she's not entirely wrong with that.
Drama. That's insane. My daughter has a very, very big heart, and she's such a sweet girl. And if she were to see something like that when she was older, and me pushing her head and acting like that, she would be heartbroken. She'd be like, Mom, why is
Like when, David Eason was yanking Kaiser up by the arm, saying he was a little bitch like his dad. Sorry for the foul mouth. I just wanted to repeat what he said. There's so much stuff on camera. Like when you were walking out of the house, the 50 million times you were walking out of the house, leaving Jace with your mom for you to go party and do drugs, and little Jace is whining or crying or going to the door and watching you leave. You really can't. You really can't. There's so much footage of things that your kids can watch that would devastate them. So while, I get her point, you really can't say anything, Janelle, because you are literally the queen of footage that is out there for your children to see that will be extremely hurtful for them, which I'm sure Jace has already seen a lot of it. I mean, Amanda really didn't have any ill intentions in what she was doing. It was she, in her mind, it's a joke. She's whatever. You literally left your child for you to go party. As your child's whining behind you, you're leaving your son crying at the door. So I think there's a little bit of a difference, and you probably are not one to speak on this, but whatever. Carry on, Janelle. Carry on.
do you think that's a good idea?
Oh yeah, and her OF content too, right? Her OF content, you have. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'll back it up a little bit.
Like that, she would be heartbroken. She'd be like, Mom, why do you think that's a good idea? I don't know. People need to start thinking more about what they post. That's why my content has changed over the years. And I don't know. I found this very disturbing. But she still has a video up. Still thinks it's okay. And the comments are like, girl, you have time to delete this, But she hasn't. I don't know. This is insane behavior, in my opinion. I'm just surprised that no one actually has called her out yet, especially Macy. Wonder what Macy thinks of this. Wonder if they're still best friends. Very interesting.
Yeah, I really think Janelle had no right to really jump in this one, but I know why she did it. Yes, Amanda responded. Then Janelle responded again. And Janelle's basically accusing Amanda of doing anything for likes, views, whatever. And I think that's why Janelle jumped in this. I think Janelle knew, and maybe she was bothered by it. I really can't see Janelle being bothered by it, considering. I mean, she literally just told her son, F you, in all caps, and he put it on the internet for the world to see. And rather than saying, you know what, I'm a mom, I make mistakes. Me and my son were arguing, and yes, I said something I should have not said to him. It took me out of character for a little bit, and I apologize to him. I'm apologizing to you guys that y'all had to see it. And, I'm a mom, I make mistakes. Nope, she blamed Jace. That is forever on the internet too, of you telling your son F you. There's so much stuff on the internet that Kaiser vaping, girl, I mean, maybe you saw this and maybe you thought, you know what? I think that's too much. But considering all the content that is out there of Janelle, I really feel like she pot meat kettle, you really don't have any room to speak, whatever. Let's carry on because yes, Amanda absolutely responded. So let's see what Amanda had to say.
Oh, Janelle. Oh, Delulu, Janelle. Listen, before you come at me over a music video I made playing around with my daughter, please seek therapy. You literally have no room at all to judge me and my parenting, okay? At all. Zero. You not only mistreat your kids.
Her son is down there at the end of the bed, just hanging out.
You talk to your kids like shit. I've heard you left your younger kids with your teenage son just to go out partying.
Not just her, not did she just leave Kaiser and Inslee with Jay so she could go out partying. She also left Kaiser and Inslee with complete strangers for 3 weeks, 21 days. Within those 21 days, the last week of those 21 days, they had started a new school that they had never been to before in a state they had never lived in before. And guess who had to get them packed up and ready and take them to their first day of school? A stranger.
Who the fuck does that? You are with men who allegedly hit your kids or choke them, whatever, and then you choose the men's side, shitty. Not only do you emotionally and physically neglect your children, but you're a fucking animal killer too. Like, you have no... The fuck, Janelle? Come on, get off this fucking app.
Okay, I have to point this one out, and maybe Amanda's not aware of this, but Amanda, girl, please look into your husband being an animal unaliver because he killed cats for fun back in the day. Carry on.
Talking about me. Last but not least, I'm just throwing this in there. It has nothing to do with the kids. But you will fuck David Eason, whatever his name is.
Sorry,
but
guys, I'm so sorry about the language. I wish I would have given you guys a warning. I tried to, but I completely forgot. Sorry. This lady on the screen, me or the other lady? This is Amanda, who is married to Ryan Edwards from Teen Mom. Sorry.
you won't let Lil Wayne get it? That's sad.
Girl, I wouldn't
Oh.
either. Listen. I mean, I wouldn't let Janelle. I mean, I wouldn't let David, but definitely Lil Wayne. I don't know. Lil Wayne just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Neither David nor Lil Wayne. But I mean, maybe if it was like, who's like a hot rapper? I mean, I'm not nobody because I'm married. But anyways, I don't think Lil Wayne's attractive at all. Right, Gentry. That's a point that I have. I was like, that video was strange. Someone just got shot in the neck publicly, not defending Janelle, but you're really wrong when Janelle Evans even calls you out 100%. I agree. That's the thing is like, I agree that it was like tone deaf. We live in literally like the climate we are in right now. The same day that Charlie Kirk was publicly assassinated, we had a school shooting as well. And I said this in the last video, but I'll say it again just for anybody that's watching that wasn't on the last video. Almost every day when I'm like scrolling through, like it's Facebook, it's on Facebook Reels. Almost every time I come across a video where it says, my son was killed in the Sandy Hook shooting. And I'm like, oh, it does something to my heart. So I immediately, when I saw that video of Amanda, I immediately thought, like, what if one of those parents came across that video? I'm sure it would be triggering for them, right? I would assume. And I don't think Amanda even like thinks about that. Like, she's just, living in her own little world, her own little life. And here's the song, and apparently it's a trend. So she probably didn't even consider it. But I would hope that with so many people like trying to bring this to her attention, maybe she could say, it was just a joke. I understand that this could be triggering for some people who have lost children due to gun violence. And for that, I apologize. But yeah, so I agree that it was out of pocket to post, in my opinion. However, Janelle really can't say anything because, girl, Janelle, you have so many out of pocket moments. Like, you really just can't say anything. Anyways, let's listen to. So that was Amanda's response. Like, you slept with David Eason. He unalived the dog. He beat your kids, and you defended him. All right. So here's Janelle's response to that.
Amanda. Listen, I've been on the internet for a long time, probably ever since it was invented. You, on the other hand, are just new to this and new to being a content creator. Some things as a content creator, I personally wouldn't post, especially being a mother. And a lot of my mistakes I've learned from, but apparently you haven't yet. Isn't your little boy supposed to be in school? I mean, we can...
Janelle, you took your kids out to go to NYC for... What was it called? I just forgot what it was called. You literally just had your kids out of school for Fashion Week in NYC. So, girl, what? Maybe your son's sick. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have school today. Maybe it's parent-teacher conference. We don't know.
Sit here and point fingers at each other all day. You can sit here and call me a bad mom. I can sit here and call you a meth head. But, I mean, you've been sober. I take care of my kids. Not saying you're not taking care of your kids, but saying maybe you should treat your kids with more respect. You can say anything you want about Mr. David Eason, but I'm not with him anymore. Not associated with him anymore. If you think as a mother this is funny to you or insensitive and we're not taking it as a joke, that's not funny. Anything for likes and views, right? Anything for those clicks. It's insane. It really is. But I used to be you one time. I understand.
Sorry, guys. Okay, hold on. Let me jump back over here to you guys. So, that was her response that, oh, I used to be you. Anything for clicks and views. You are still there, Janelle. You will do anything for clicks and views. In my opinion, that's my opinion. Now, that was not Amanda and her son posted another one, and they are singing a song. I think I took the audio out just to try to make sure. Yep, here it is. So it's that song, No, I Ain't White Trash. No, I ain't first class, but I ain't white trash. Loud and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like men like me, but some girls do. That is the song, and they are just partying it up. And she got her son in the back who is jumping up and down, singing. And then she flips the camera off, and so does he. Go ahead and watch. Look at him. There he goes. Oh, he does it again. Once she sees it and she's like, ah, and she tries to stop him. Let me see if I can go back a little bit. Look, he does it again. Once he gets off to the side, he sticks his hand back over he's like, I'm gonna get it in here. F you, Janelle. See? Let's back it up. Hold on. My thing is she acted shocked. She was like, oh no, you can't do that. You can't. But she posted it. I might not would have posted it. I might would have been like, no, we can't do that. We're gonna refilm this. We're gonna sing the song. I may flip the camera off, but you cannot do that. You're a child. It's definitely not a good look. I'm an adult. I can flip the camera off. You cannot do that. You're a child. So, yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. There, he got that finger up though. Oh. So that was another video to Janelle. And then let me double check to make sure I'm not missing anything, because on the last live I was like, I'll be up in 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. I had to go look and make sure I had everything. Kira says, I would never post my child holding up the middle finger. Better yet, I wouldn't be making this video with my child. Same. Like I said, really what this comes down to, parenting and the opinions that everyone's going to hold. Some people have no problem at all with any of this, with the video of her, with the fake, the hand gesture, the pushing the, the baby. Some people has no problem with that. Some people have no issue with, her bringing her son into it and him flipping the camera off. Some people, they're going to think that it's funny and, whatever. Really what it comes down to, in my opinion, I think is just how people are different in their morals and the type of life that they lead and what they want for their kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I try not to involve my kids in grown folks' business. If I'm having an issue with somebody, I'm going to try to work it out, maturely. Not going to say everybody isn't, makes mistakes and they may overreact or whatever. But at the end of the day, bringing your kids into it, social media is forever. And this video of her son at 13 years old, flipping the bird, it's there now. It's there for all the world to see. God forbid she continues posting videos with her son doing these things. And when he grows up and he wants a job and they decide to look into him, who knows what they're going to be able to find, because his mom just kind of allows him, to be himself. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I always try to be protective of my kids in regards to what's put on the internet, which kids are going to be kids. Kids may come around and post things that you find out about and you got to go in there and be like, take that off. I didn't raise you that way. You know what I'm saying? Kids are going to be kids. But yeah, it would be, I would definitely not, if I am having an internet beef with someone, I wouldn't bring my kids into it just because, there's really no sense in that. And if I'm going to flip the bird to somebody, and my kid does it, I'm definitely going to correct them and tell them, don't do that. No, I'm grown. I can do it if I choose to, but you are a child and there's no business. You have no business getting involved in this, you know? Um, so yeah, really what it all comes down to though is just how each of us as parents choose to raise our kids. Some people view this as trashy behavior, but some people also is like, oh, I love that. I love that you like, some people just love it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually gonna, because I'll read you guys some more of the comments. Mm, I'm glad you brought that up. Because I was actually trying to do something when Janelle was talking about it because she was like, I have custody of my kids. I take them to school. I feed them. I do everything. And then she was like, and I know you guys are going to bring up my oldest son, but I'm not going to talk about him because like he deserves his privacy. Well, you sure? And then she was like, and the younger two deserve their privacy too. Yeah, but you didn't have a problem speaking about your younger kids and the fact that you have custody of them, you take them to school, you feed them. Privacy wasn't an issue because you have them, you have custody of them. Privacy is only an excuse that you use to get out of talking about Jace because you don't have him. Janelle does not have physical custody of Jace. Jace is back with Barbara. And I was going to do this, but I forgot. I was going to get AI to make a picture of Jace and Barbara and put it in the video when Janelle says, like, I have custody of all of my kids. A picture of Jace and Barbara looking at each other like, what? Like, well, what are we doing then? Like, why am I with you? Like, what? Yeah, she does not have physical custody of Jace. A judge ruled that Jace would be allowed to live with Barbara in North Carolina, and that is where he is at. And Janelle using this whole, oh, his privacy is none of your business. Yeah, but when you can tell all your kids' business to make you look like a good mom, you don't care about their privacy. The only time Janelle ever wants to be respectful of their privacy is when she knows by telling the truth, it would look bad on her. So yeah, anyways, let's go. We're gonna look at some of these comments because like I said, some people are like, oh, the Ryan Edwards fan page just shared this. Hold on. Janelle is pressed over a silly video of a baby laughing with a finger, but let's not forget she put out a reel in front of her son, a child she didn't even have custody of at the time, then pressured him to lie about it. That's what I'm saying, Janelle. That's why everyone is like, you have no business talking. You have no business talking. And then Mayra said, but she didn't point it at Jace. Yes, that's true. Isn't this where Janelle put out a blank when Jace was in the front seat? Yes. Also, this reminder for her followers who says she's grown so much and not to bring her past into this. This wasn't long ago at all. Oh, yeah, I'm so glad somebody posted this. This was the message from Janelle to her son. You're the one saying you're going to have my custody taken. F you. So, Janelle, when you have this kind of stuff out here, your own kids posting it, your own kids posting this kind of stuff, yeah, you really can't. You really cannot. Oh, and that's my picture. I made this picture. Went and found the two pictures, cleaned them up with AI, and did all of this. And then somebody took it. Which, whatever. That's kind of the world that we live in today. Like, you make your own little something, and these Facebook fan pages just take it and run with it. So it is what it is. So I mean, she's on point with this one. David, but not Lil Wayne. Either one of them. Like, neither one of them. What? I don't even know what Janelle said, but I'm team Amanda. Somebody said, yes, was waiting for this one. Tell her, Amanda. Thank you. You hit the nail on the head. Oh, the heat you got packing in this video. Girl, she said, let David get it, but not Lil Wayne. Love that. I love the no BS, stay real. Now Janelle knew Amanda was about to eat her up. Janelle, honey, you tried. And what's so crazy is in Janelle's video literally was like, Amanda, stop while you're ahead. I don't really agree with obviously with it. There he goes. Let's see what everybody's saying. He don't play about his mama back there. Amanda's son, haha, I love it. My kind of parenting. They say people shouldn't throw stones at glass houses. The world has become too soft. My 5-year-old, if I don't watch, will copy me flipping someone off. Where everyone judges, I laugh. I'm just saying, when you have a kid in school flipping off their teacher and you're going to let her home or they get in trouble, don't be shocked. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's going to love him throwing that finger in there too. Oops, that backfired. Not Paisley joining in on the fun. Like Janelle has any room to talk. This is hilarious. He said, yeah, don't be talking about my mama. My son does this all the time. He calls it the sauce. That's your son for sure. Love it. LOL. As far as your other video, people get over it. She was doing a song, which she always does. It doesn't mean anything. When Amanda realized what he was doing, she stopped. She did the right thing. The look on her face made me giggle. Not me singing along. We are all Team Amanda. Your son reminds me of mine. Mama's A1 from day one. Your son is hilarious. He got your back, Mama. I'm dead. He snuck it in. No, he didn't even sneak it in. He was throwing it right on up there. He said we write it down for Mama. Amanda's son is so funny, just like his mom. And look at adorable Presley. You are effing hilarious. He's like his mama. Be proud. I love it. I adore him. Baby is into it. Love it. Oh my God, this is gold. She's got a lot of fans. And like I said, when she first posted the video, when Amanda first posted the initial video, several of her fans was like, I like you, but this isn't it. You should probably delete it. But the rest of them come out of the woodwork to show their support. All the ones that are like, no, we love you. We're like everybody else is being Karens, and yeah. See, it says I like Amanda, but this video isn't tasteful, period. Yeah. This is like small version of what we are dealing with now. The left hates right so much, celebrate it. If we can't call something wrong despite who did it or how it was done, it's just wrong. Nobody has room to judge, but it's human nature to judge. It's really hard not to let go of an ex, especially after that many years and all he did for her. I just wish peace for both sides. Who are we talking about? Thank you, Ashley. Shenanigans says, those types of kids and parents are why I quit teaching. I mean, I have a few family members that, kids getting kicked out of school or getting sent home because they're cussing the teacher or they're flipping the teacher off or they're flipping other kids off or you know what I'm saying? So I guess if you're going to allow, your kids to do this type of stuff, you just need to be you need to push the fact that it is allowed in the home, but maybe not on the outside, not at school, not out in the world, because you flip off the wrong person, you could end up, in a fist fight. I mean, literally, I've seen stories of, road rage turn fatal because somebody cuts somebody off and the other one flips them off, and next thing you know, it's fatal. Somebody done got mad because somebody flipped them the bird. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be very careful. So yeah, what do you guys think? I'm gonna read a few comments first. I think Amanda's son is like 13, maybe 14. I'm not sure. Somebody said, been waiting for this. That's embarrassing. Your son, he's like his mama. I love it. That's hilarious. Love this. Just be prepared. You're all she's going to talk about for the next few months. Probably true. Probably true. Good job, mama, for letting him know that's not okay for him to do, even if it isn't wrong. But the mom will be a hypocrite because she's doing it. Now, some things a parent is allowed to do just because with age, we get the ability to do things that our children cannot do. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to say, I'm an adult, so I can do this. I pay the bills here. I'm an adult. You cannot do it until you become an adult. We don't allow our kids to swear, but we know they do it when we aren't around because we caught them on our Ring doorbell. Oh my goodness, Roddy. Oh, thank you. When you were talking to Amber, you handled yourself like a real mother, and it shows class that you could talk and not have to go to her. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thought the original TikTok was funny because I understood the song was about and that Cardi B was dissing Bia for I don't even know who that is. For talking about her and her kids, but others that didn't know wouldn't get it. Hey Anastasia, hey. Aw, how are you doing? I do have TikTok. So even like for me, even know what the song is about, now knowing what the song is about, like I can understand the song better. But like including I knew when I saw it, including your child in it and like pointing literally, we have people getting shot at and kids and so I was in a road rage incident. I was a passenger and the other vehicle threw a beer bottle at our car, shattering the front window. It still shakes me to my core. And I agree with you. You have to be careful. Oh, thank you. Yeah, how she said, F you. Yes. That's why everybody's like, Janelle, like you really are not one to talk. Like you cannot talk at all. At all. Let's listen one time to what Amanda had to say to Janelle.
Janelle. Oh, Delulu, Janelle.
Said Delulu, Janelle.
Listen, before you come at me over a music video I made playing around with my daughter, please seek therapy. You literally have no room at all to judge me and my parenting, okay? At all. Zero. You not only mistreat your kids, you talk to your kids like shit. I've heard you left your younger kids with your teenage son just to go out partying. Who the fuck does that? You are with men who allegedly hit your kids or choke them, whatever, and then you choose the men's side. Shitty. Not only do you emotionally and physically neglect your children, but you're a fucking animal killer too. Like, you have no... The fuck, Janelle? Come on, get off this fucking app talking about me.
Oh, look, Jay Marie.
Last but not least, I'm just throwing this in there. It has nothing to do with the kids. But you will fuck David Eason, whatever his name is, but you won't.
I just was reading a comment. Somebody said the kids in the background listening to the conversation. Could you not wait till you were alone to make this video for F's sake? Kids do not need to hear all that negative drama. Stop all the negative energy in your home to protect your children from being exposed to it. And honestly, her son was in the background. Let me back it up.
Before you come at me,
So her son's in the background. I don't know, maybe he got up and left, but when she started, she saw her son in the background and she does go on to talk about like, oh, you'll F this person, but not this person. So, some people don't choose not to speak like that in front of their kids while others do. And it's all about how you choose to parent.
over a
There he is, right
video,
down
a
there.
music video I made playing around with my daughter. Please seek therapy. You literally have no room at all to judge me and my parenting, okay? At all. Zero. You not only mistreat your kids, you talk to your kids like shit. I've heard you left your younger kids with your teenage son just to go out partying. Who the fuck does that? You are with men who allegedly hit your kids or choke them, whatever, and then you choose the men's side. Shitty. Not only do you emotionally and physically neglect your children, but you're a fucking animal killer too. Like, you have no... The fuck, Janelle? Come on, get off this fucking app talking about me. Last but not least, I'm just throwing this in there. It has nothing to do with the kids. But you will fuck David Eason, whatever his name is, but you won't.
Wait, is he still back there? Yep, he's still back there. He was laying down on the pillow. Look. See his little head? There he
You
is.
won't
Is that him?
let Lil Wayne get it?
Yep, that's him.
That's sad.
He was still back there. Yeah. His name is Uncle Bad Touch. It is. Well. I know we can't like micromanage like who's around our kids. But man, I'm very like particular on the way people speak around my kids. Like I have oh, he didn't have no headphones in and he wasn't playing no game. He was looking right up at her. There then he was looking right up at her. Look, hold on. I'll make it as big as possible. And if you back it up a little, did you see Janelle's new post? No, I'll go look.
Let Little Wayne get it? That's
He's looking
sad.
up at her. And if you back it up a little bit more, you can see he ain't got no earbuds.
Choke them, whatever, and then you literally have no room at all to judge me and my parenting, okay? At all. Zero. You not only mistreat your kids, you talk to your kids like shit.
Even if my kids were in the room and they had earbuds in, I'd be like, you need to get out. That's just me as a mom, though. I'd be like, hey, mama's got to attend to something. I'm going to need you to step out. All right, so I'm back on Janelle's Facebook page, and I'm not seeing anything else posted. So am I missing something? I see where an hour ago she posted confused, talking about her kids having custody. Somebody said she posted Janelle's new video. Did you see the new video Janelle posted? Where did she? TikTok. Okay, give me a second because somebody's gonna have to email it to me. Janelle has me blocked on TikTok. Let me see. Oh, actually, I think I can. I think I can find it. Hold on. Oh, Amber Portwood's live. Let me see. Is it going to let me? Okay, hold on. Music? Okay. When Amanda Conner met Ryan in rehab. I'll just leave it here. So we can't play the music because copyright, but it's obviously saying Amanda met Ryan in rehab. Okay. Had to throw that hat off because her eyelash kept popping up on the top of the hat. Look, watch, hold on. Back it up. Back it up. The eyelash gonna be on the top of the hat. Watch. There it is. I don't know. Dee says, to be honest, some of the best people I met was in rehab. Don't shame the sobriety journey. Somebody said they're both sober. So what's the problem? I've learned that there is a difference between sober and clean. That I think that's what it is. That some people that still drink and smoke marijuana, they don't use the word sober, I think. They use the word clean because they're clean from their drug of choice, but they're not exactly sober because they're still, partaking in alcohol and marijuana. California sober. Amanda's problem remains her maturity level because Janelle is really not worth the waste of breath. Or I agree. But I think they're both responding for clicks and views. They're gonna make money off this. No doubt. They're gonna make a good amount of money. I didn't like Amanda's video, didn't think it was a good look. I get why Janelle got upset, but good lord, people. Yeah, I think they're both they both do the same thing. Janelle, Ryan, and Amanda all had addiction issues with harder rugs. They got off those harder rugs, but they still partake in other things like alcohol, like marijuana, like Xanax, and things like that. Jessica says she should have waited until the kids were out of the room and went to bed or went to another room before calling out Janelle and talking in that fashion. Kids don't need to hear that stuff. No, I don't think Amber's crashed. I don't know if she's crashing out. What's she saying again?
Personally wouldn't post, especially being a mother. And a lot of my
You post your butthole. Like, what? You can never say, as a mother, I would never post that when you literally, there's completely nude photos of you online, Janelle. I have found them. I probably, never mind. I've seen them. I've seen them. Like you literally sitting crisscross applesauce outside on like a pool type style chair with your boobs, like, I mean, like your boobs were like out, obviously in the front. Your hair was like this, but it did not cover up your nipple. Your hair was off to the side, so you could still see your areola, and your crisscross applesauce and straight. Literally, I've seen you in all your glory, Janelle. And if I can find that photo online with just a quick Janelle Evans OF, and that pops up, you really can't say much about this video that Amanda did. I mean, come on.
Mistakes I've learned from, but apparently you haven't yet. Isn't your little boy supposed to be in school? I mean, we can
You just took your kids to New York Fashion Week and they missed school. Like, what?
sit here and point fingers at each other all day. You can sit here and call me a bad mom. I can sit here and call you a meth head. But I mean, you've been sober. I take care of my kids. Not saying you're not taking care of your kids, but saying maybe you should treat your kids with more respect. You can say anything you want.
Hold on. Let me see what it is. Give me a second. Because that's to treat your kids with more respect. I agree. We all should. We should all treat our kids with more respect. Hold on. This is Janelle treating her kids with more respect. F you, Jace. That is Janelle treating her kids with more respect. But okay, pop off, Janelle, because you have some, you live on some moral high ground to talk about somebody else, showing that at least Amanda was playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least she wasn't like being mean to her child.
About Mr. David Eason, but I'm not with him anymore. Not associated with him anymore. If you think as a mother this is funny to you or insensitive and we're not taking it as a joke, that's not funny. Anything for likes and views, right? Anything for those clicks. It's insane. It really is. But I used to be you one time. I understand.
When he said Kaiser thought his name was Oh My God, dude. This is like a sitcom watching these two go back and forth. Both are valid in what they say, but both are wrong for different things. 100%. No judgments when you bank on OnlyFans and recently saying you have lots of new content. If she can call Amanda, then she could call Janelle up. The video Amanda made with everything going on towards, just know, don't think Jay should have popped in. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Janelle needs to clean her own house before she tries to clean someone else's. 1,000%. Anyways, you guys, I don't think anything else has been posted on either of their pages since. But, we're going to continue to keep up with it. If something is posted, we'll come back. We'll talk about it. I'll post it on my Facebook page. So you make sure you're following me. But I don't feel like this is really going to end anytime soon. I feel like they're probably going to go back and forth for a little bit. Where's Barbara when you need her? Taking care of Janelle's oldest child. That's where Barbara is. You guys leave me your thoughts. Also, don't forget to come back and hype this video up. I'm going to be live tonight in 2 hours over on TikTok to watch Welcome to Plathville. So if you would like to watch tonight's episode is about the fist fight between Isaac and Micah. It's going to happen. And then we're going to see the family sit down with Veronica. Veronica thinks they are sitting down to basically call Isaac out for hurting Micah. But really, the family has other plans. The family wants to sit down and call Veronica out for causing all the issues and the way that she's talked bad about everybody behind their back and how she is the reason Isaac even had a problem with Micah because Veronica popped off about Isaac's girlfriend and Micah didn't do anything about it. So 7:30 Central Time. If I'm not on at 7:30, check back around 7:40. I'm late for everything. Sorry, guys. But I will be live tonight, 7:30, 7:40 Central Time to watch Welcome to Plathville. So make sure you follow me on TikTok and you join me tonight. It'll be a lot of fun. I've already watched the episode and it's wild. I watched it last night, kind of off the cuff. We watched the Chrisleys and then we decided to go ahead and watch, but I didn't get to commentate a lot because it was late. So tonight I'll be giving a lot more commentary. So make sure you join me tonight, 7:30 Central Time. And I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.